with us on the air, we have Corey Agin. I think that's how to pronounce the name. Executive Director of the Rhode Island chapter of the National Organization to Reform Marijuana Laws. And they call it, the acronym is NORML, N-O-R-M-L. He wrote an editorial in the Projo this morning. Pot revenues can help fix Rhode Island. Corey, how are you today?
I'm doing great. Can I just say it's a pleasure to be on this air with you today, buddy?
Well, thank you very, very much. It's a pleasure to have you. You want to check out just what your feelings are. Your editorial was pretty much to the point. Tell us, there was a poll just yesterday. We were talking about this with Marion Orr from Brown University, and he claims that in Rhode Island the poll shows that I think he said 47% of the people were in favor of having marijuana legal. You know, people can possess it in small amounts. Does that surprise you? Another poll I saw, Fleming's poll, I think we had it in the 50s.
Yeah, that does surprise me. The Brown poll honestly does. I was under the impression that was more 54, 56 nowadays in Rhode Island.
Okay. Well, apparently, it's close enough. What is your organ? Tell us about your organization first of all. Are you a national organization?
We're a sub-chapter. We're an affiliate of the national organization. We represent all the cannabis community of Rhode Island.
All right.
Right now, we're fighting to amend the bill on the floor. Right now, there are some blatant contradictions and ambiguity.
Tell us about it.
Okay. Well, they want you're only allowed to have 1 to 2 plants and 1 ounce.
That's anybody.
1 ounce,
that's the bill that's being proposed.
Yeah, by Representative Vagello.
Okay.
And under that, a plant has the ability to yield more than 1 ounce. So right there, that's unenforceable. If you're allowing a plant and then you're only supposed to have 1 ounce, when you harvest that plant, you're right there. You're over the ounce. Sometimes, depending on how the plant is grown.
Depends on how good a farmer you are.
Yes.
Okay, so you water it and you do the right cultures and all that kind of stuff, and so you get 2 ounces. The plant gives out more than 1 ounce. Now what happens under her bill?
Under her bill, you're breaking the law, and I think it's a misdemeanor.
Yeah.
To just have over.
Yeah, it's a misdemeanor for the 3 times. I think you can do it 3 times. I think, and then the penalty builds up. I guess it builds up.
Yeah, it gets worse and worse.
Yeah. So tell me. Go ahead.
The biggest problem I would say with the bill is the $50 flat tax on ounces. Right now in the medical industry, ounces go for about $350. If we add a $50 flat tax, I'm assuming it will be starting price. The Open Doors Rhode Island report released yesterday.
These people, now, who would be growing these plants? Anybody or?
No, there's specific cultivation facilities. There's a $20,000 establishment fee. So it would be corporations, big businesses.
We already had one on the show. We had one of those companies on our show not that long ago, I think.
Oh, really?
I think we had a company. Didn't we have that, Tara? Did we have a marijuana growing company on here? Yeah, we did. And so go ahead. So in other words, there would be how many facilities that would be built in Rhode Island?
I don't think there's a limit on facilities. There's a limit on the distribution centers. There's only allowed 10 stores. Now, that's a problem because proportionally, let's use Colorado for an example. They have 4.94 for citizens for every 1 citizen you have. That's about 5 citizens to every 1. And they have
5 citizens to every distribution?
No, to our citizens.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Compared to our citizens.
Yeah, go ahead.
And they have 130 or so stores, and we only have, under this bill, we would have 10. I do not think 10 is an adequate.
Well, they're also a big geographical state. You can get anywhere in Rhode Island in 15 minutes, so 20 minutes, 30 minutes, doesn't.
That's a good point. I don't think there should be a limit because I feel like if there's only 10 stores, there's a good chance that some of those stores are already spoken for before the bill is passed. That's just my hunch on the situation. I would like to see more of a commercial growership. You know how medical industry has the caregivers?
Yeah.
And they're allowed to grow so much. I think that there should be a commercial growership that is required to take classes and licensing, and they're subject to all the regulatory process that the big businesses would.
What is the law? What is the law? Tell our listeners, what is the law now as far as marijuana is concerned in Rhode Island?
Right now, it is illegal to grow anything without a medical marijuana card.
You're right.
And it's decriminalized. So it's not a misdemeanor to be caught with under 1 ounce, but if you're caught with under 1 ounce, it is a
if you get caught with over an ounce.
If it's over an ounce, it is a misdemeanor penalty up to 5 years, I think.
Well, we also decriminalized it, did we not?
We did, but we only decriminalized under an ounce.
That's correct. So
the laws are the same.
So you can you can actually possess under an ounce of marijuana. Is that correct?
You can, but if you are caught with it, you get 150 to 108 fine.
Well, yeah, but you can't possess anything. Is that what you're telling me?
It's a gray area. Yes, it's decriminalized. It's not a criminal offense.
Right. I understand that.
It's like a speeding ticket. It's a civil ordinance violation.
Right. Okay. All right. Now
the state still frowns upon it.
Okay. All right. So you're telling the big thing that I want to have you on. You're telling me that Colorado is looking at taking in about. Well, this wasn't. I don't think in your editorial, but Colorado. I read articles where they were anticipating almost $100 million in revenues. They're bigger than we are.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, percentage-wise, I guess we could extrapolate it, and we could come to the conclusion that Rhode Island would get several $1 million a year if, in fact, we did follow the Colorado example. Am I right?
Oh yes. Colorado in the first 2 months has made $5.2 million.
Yeah, and
it's expected to grow from there.
Yeah. So what do you want changed in Agello's bill?
In the Joe's bill, okay, marijuana is an elastic good. It does not need a flat tax. As the price of marijuana changes with the supply and the demand of the substance, you want the tax to go along with it. You don't want it to be pinned high up with a flat tax. My group is in favor of a proportional tax.
Okay, you're
20% to 30%. Same as cigarettes is 30%, 33%. Let's get it at that.
So you want to make it. Now, don't you think that is marijuana a gateway drug in your opinion?
Oh no,
it's not. Huh? What evidence do you have to be so emphatic about your answer?
Okay. How many children in America are prescribed Ritalin? That's a drug. That's a recreationally abused drug. Methamphetamines, Adderall.
Yeah, but I asked you. Yeah, but I asked you about marijuana. I didn't ask you to compare it to anything else. Is it a gateway? You won't find any support from the law enforcement community. And by the way, the federal government still hasn't made marijuana a decriminalized event. I mean, if you get arrested,
no, but still Schedule 1.
But maybe this attorney general is not going to encourage U.S. attorneys to make arrests, but a new president could. I mean, so you're not really covered. For federally, it's still a crime. I know they sent a letter saying that don't prosecute, but still, they could if they wanted to. I would think. But anyway,
the problem with federalism, we have contrasting views with the state and federal government.
You go to CCRI? Am I right?
Yep.
What are you, a senior there or a junior? Or?
I'm a sophomore.
Sophomore. Can you go to the community college for more than 2 years?
No. First I went to Drexel University in Philadelphia.
Okay. And then you came here.
And next year I plan on attending Rhode Island College.
Rhode Island College, okay. All right, so where is this bill right now?
It is in committee for hearing, but with the shakeup at the House, Representative Agello lost her judiciary chair. Yeah. So it could take it's severely hampered now.
No question about it. You got that Doreen Coster. I don't think she's a marijuana advocate.
No.
She's the vice chairperson. No. So things have changed. All right. So we just wanted to check in with you.
I think that the best route to go would be to appeal to the new speaker's business sense with how much money we could immediately take in tax revenues and the tourism and just the overall stimulation of the economy.
All right. Thanks for being with us, Corey. I say your name Agin or Agin?
Agin.
Agin. Okay. Agin. Okay. Thanks for being with us. I got to go against traffic right now. Thank you. Yep.